welcome back to my channel. Got some news updates for y'all. First off, I need to apologize for the lighting in this room. It is like 1 in the afternoon, and I'm realizing now how important curtains are because this room is technically supposed to be a sunroom. And so there's like a lot of light that comes into these windows, even though they're not that big. They're quite small windows. Yeah, a lot of light comes in here, and I don't have curtains. So that's unfortunate. First off, though, it's been quite a while since I've made a video. How long has it been? Has it been since May? Hold on, I'm gonna look. I want to see when my last video was. It's been a while, which is really sad because I said I was going to do better about making videos, and I have not. Oh my gosh! It's been since April! Wow. Okay. That's pretty bad. April. Gosh dang. Okay. Well, now it's July. Okay, to be fair though, it was April 30th. And now it's July 3rd. So it's only really been 2 months and like 3 days, 4 days. You know, it's 2 months. That it sounds worse than it is. 2 months. Okay, that's still really bad. Still. So when I left y'all, I was preparing to get married. And I did that. Yay! And that's part of the reason why I've been gone a while. I got married mid-May. And it was a really, really busy time leading up to the wedding. And then afterwards, you have the honeymoon. And then I plunged straight first into summer school after I got back from the honeymoon. So I was really busy. It was a summer intensive program. So I was taking 3 graduate classes in 5 weeks. So if you're a college student, and especially if you're a grad student, you know that is like way more than full-time. And I didn't have a choice in it either. So yeah, I was really busy. I was in class for like 6 hours a day, on campus for 8 hours. It was a lot. Also, update, come here, hold on. There's a cat. Come here, buddy. Oh, okay. Never mind. The kitten ran away. We have 2 more cats. So there are, moving the camera. There are now 6 cats in this house. So I had 2 cats, right? And then my neighbors had 2 cats, and then there was a gray cat who I had no idea who it belonged to. One of my neighbor's cats is gone, unfortunately. Don't know what happened to him. And the gray cat is also gone. But I had, like, my 2 cats. My 2 cats are still here. When my husband... it's been, like, a month and a half, and that still sounds super weird. When my husband moved in, he brought with him 2 cats. And then his old roommate, they had a litter, and now they have another litter of kittens. So it's, like, a lot of cats. We took 2 cats from that first litter because my grandmother wanted some cats to help with, like, vermin and whatnot. And so we are currently keeping her 2 cats, kittens. They're older kittens. They're not small anymore. They're still somewhat small. They're not fully grown yet. So we now have 6. My 2, my husband's 2, and 2 for my grandmother. That is 6 cats who currently reside in this house. Though, okay, during the day, a lot of them go outside. So they're not all inside during the day. But I try to get them all in at night. But yeah, it's a lot of cats. It's a lot of cats. So, like I said, it's been very busy since, May and June have been busy. But I'm done with school now. I'm done with summer school. So now I'm getting back into writing. I'm also preparing for a full-time job in the fall. I started part-time teaching in February, I think, And I have a full-time position now. So in August, beginning of August, I will start teaching full-time to high school students, English and Latin, which is really exciting. Hold on. The kitten has come back. I'm going to try and grab him. Come here, buddy. Hi. All right. Oh, hi. Okay, so this is one of the kittens. Say hi. Yeah, he or she. I keep calling it a he. Actually, when we brought these cats, when they were born, my husband was there when they were born, and he misgendered that one because they're small and it's kind of hard to tell if it's a boy or girl at that young age, and so we always thought that cat was a he, and then like the day before or 2 days before we took this cat to the vet for the first time to get like rabies shot, we found out it's actually a girl, and then the vet's like, yeah, it's a girl. I'm like, okay. So both the kittens are girls, and I'll probably keep calling that one he by accident. They are not named yet. We're gonna let my grandmother do that. But yeah, I want to show you one of the kittens because he's kind of been chilling down here with me. But yeah, anyways, so very busy time in May and June. I've done some planning. I wouldn't really call it lesson planning. It's like schedule planning for August for one class, just to kind of plan out how long it'll take to teach this lesson and what the homework assignment will be, and kind of getting like a rough-ish schedule. I want to, especially for my Latin classes, because I taught Latin last semester, I want to have a schedule now so there's not really any question on like what the homework assignment is for that day. And that way students also know and can plan. They can see like, okay, this is what lesson we're going over this week, and they can look ahead. And if they need to be out of school one day, they kind of know what a good day to do it is. Because I in particular had 2 students who weren't really good about doing their homework, and they'll be like, oh, I forgot, or oh, we had homework. And so I don't want that to happen anymore. So I am going to preface it with a schedule for every quarter, and so that way they can see what homework, and of course that homework is going to be more subject to change, but at least they have a good idea of what they have for homework. And then they can quickly open their binder and look at a schedule and be like, oh yeah, we have homework that's due tomorrow, or this homework is due Friday. So that's what I'm trying to nail down right now. Anyways, in July, because it is now July 3rd, I have set a goal. The goal I want to achieve is I want my novel to be at 100,000 words before I start teaching in August. So I think our first day of school is August 7th, which means I need to be done by August 6th. However, we have teacher and service days, like every day in August before the 7th, or every weekday in August before the 7th. So my current goal is to get everything done by the end of July. That way, being at the school for 8 hours a day does not hinder me from reaching my goal. Yeah, that's the current goal right there. So I am participating in the July camp for NaNoWriMo. And when I stopped writing in May, I was at 77,023 words. So I definitely did not make my last writing goal, which, what was my last writing goal? I definitely did not make it. I think it was to reach 85,000 words. Let me look. I have it listed here somewhere. Aha. Let's see. Or do I? Yeah, I think it was to reach, or maybe was higher than 85,000? I don't know. I don't remember. Hold on. 50 plus 15 is 65. Yeah, it was 85,000. 85,000 words. I did not make that. I only made it to 77,093. So, my current new goal is to reach 100,000 words. So that's an extra almost 23,000 words. And I want to do that in July. But I have a plan. And I've already started executing my plan. I've been doing so great. So my plan is to write 1,000 words every weekday. So Monday through Friday, write 5,000 words. And that is exactly 23 days. So if I can write 1,000 words a day, then I'll be there. And then I have the weekends, one to do other things, like non-writing days. And also in case there's like a weekday where it's like, oops, I only wrote 250 words or I wrote 500 and I did not make it, then I have the weekend to make it up. And that is totally achievable. Who knows, I might actually write more than 23,000. That would be great. Part of me was starting to wonder how on earth I made it to 50,000 words last November for NaNoWriMo because that was difficult. I remember it being so hard. And the past 2 goals I've set for myself, has it been 2 goals? Yeah, the past 2 goals I've set for myself, I did not make them at all. Did terrible. I did so bad. So yeah, we're gonna shoot for 23,000, and I am very confident that I can do it. So Monday was the first, and I wrote almost 1,500 words. And yesterday, I wrote about 1,000. Today, I have not gotten in my 1,000 yet. I'm not quite there. Where am I at? 644. And I need to leave like 45 minutes to go run errands, and then I will be gone for the rest of the day. So I don't know that I will make it today, but because on Monday I wrote almost 1,500 words, it makes up for today. So I just need to make sure I get in my 1,000 for the next 2 days, Thursday and Friday. And then I will be good. So yes, I'm confident that I can make this goal. And I will probably, even though like my weekends, I don't have set goals to make for the weekends, I will probably end up writing because my husband is spending so much time outside. He bought a garden tractor, which is not a tractor. It looks like a lawnmower, but I get it. It's kind of called a garden mower type doodad. Ooh. And because of the way it's built, it's designated as a tractor, but it's basically just a big mower. And he bought that. It's a fixer-upper, and it came with a spare parts mower, and he's been working on those. And he also bought a shipping container, like that they put on trains. He bought one of those big guys, and that is going to become his workshop to put all of his tools in. And so he's been working on leveling the shipping container because I live on a hill. And, obviously you want your workshop to be level. That way you're not having to deal with when you're building something, accidentally build it not level because the ground you were working on is not level. So yeah, he has it leveled now. And then he also is working on anchoring it so it doesn't move around because the hill is very sandy. And so heavy rains can cause the earth to shift, and so he's putting these giant, these things are 4-foot grounding hooks into the ground, and then he's going to anchor the shipping container to that. So he's spending a lot of time outside, which leaves me with a lot of free time. Yeah. Also, another one of my goals for the month is to read. And funny story, so I never actually read the Chronicles of Narnia as a child. My mom read those to my brother and I, like before bedtime to like help put us to sleep, and it's also like a very good parenting thing to read to your children. Like it really helps them like hear how something is supposed to be read, and then it, makes them get into reading and all that. So I think it's a very good thing that she did that. However, I always dozed off, and then she would keep reading until my brother got tired. So I was thoroughly confused the whole time. I mean, we started with The Magician's Nephew, which was a mistake. Because, and I mean, obviously I just remember snippets, but I was really confused. And I know other people have said, like, The Magician's Nephew just really does not fit in with the other stories. And I know it doesn't. It's more like just a prequel. So I have decided, especially because, like, I was talking with some classmates in June and about Narnia, and I was like, I want to read the books. Even though they're, like, for a much younger audience. Like, I still really want to read them. And my husband and I, like, even though I haven't finished the first book yet, we watched the first Narnia movie. And I'm a few chapters into the book, but I was still picking up things like, oh, that was not in the book. They added that, but I'm like, I really like that they added that. I think thus far the movie has really done a good job of portraying that first book. I have read the third, I think it's the third one. It's the Voyage of the Dawn Treader. I read that book actually for a literature class in college during my bachelor's. It was either my fantasy lit course or was it my children's lit course? It was one of the two. I think it was children's lit. And so I actually read that book for that class. I might reread it. But right now I'm in the midst of reading The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And, hold on a second. Okay. I have 2 books that I have to read before August. So this one is called The Westing Game by Ellen Raskin. And it's supposed to be like a mystery. And this one is called Dark Water Rising by Marion Hale. Basically, I'm teaching 7th and 8th grade English, and they have summer reading homework. So in order to be able to talk in English class about these books, I need to have read them. So after I probably finish reading the first Chronicles of Narnia book, I will start reading one of these guys, and they're really short. I'm like, oh my gosh. So is Chronicles of Narnia. It is not long. So Dark Water Rising is 221 pages, but I mean, look how giant that text is. The pages are small. The text is big. The Westing Game, the text is much smaller in this one. But the pages here are even smaller. Like if we compare the book size, it is a smaller book. It's smaller than your average book. Let's see. This is 182 pages. So still not very big. It should be very quick reads. So yeah, I have to read those 2 books. I have to read those 2 books, which means I will definitely be reading 3 books this month. And if y'all have watched one of my previous videos about my goals for the year, it was to read a book a month. And so far I've read 1 full book, which is really bad. So this month I'll hopefully read at least 3, maybe 4 or 5. I really want to do more reading, but we'll see. I know I for sure have to read these 2, and I'm reading the Chronicles of Narnia, so I should at least get 3 books read. Let's see, is there anything else I need to talk about? Yes. Okay. Yeah. How long? Oof, this is a 19-minute video. Oof. I will save this for the next video. But it's about my writing project. So, yeah, I'll make a new video maybe early next week. And, yeah, we will sit down and chat. Awesome. Okay. Y'all stay tuned because I plan to make about a video a week during this month to talk about my writing for July and NaNoWriMo July Camp. And yeah, how my writing is going. And we will definitely reach those 1,000 words this month. 100,000 words. I hope I didn't say 1,000 before. It totally meant I want to reach 100,000. Overall, I want my book to be closer to 120 to 150,000 words. And we're definitely going to hit that for sure. There are several more chapters that need to happen before I can end this book. And things just keep coming up. Things keep surprising me. And the book just keeps getting longer and longer, which is okay because I think a story should be as long as it needs to be to feel cohesive and everything. It's definitely not going to be a George R. Martin. It will not be that. It will be much shorter than that. But, I think it's okay to be a little bit long. As long as the read is good and it's enjoyable and not just like, boring the whole time, then I think it's totally fine if it's a little long. But, if you guys ever get to read it or ever decide to read it, y'all can let me know if you think it's long. I don't think it's long. I think it's all very interesting. But that's just me because I'm the writer and I'm biased. But I try to make it all interesting. I think it's also long because each chapter is from a different person's perspective. And how many perspectives do I have? I've probably talked about this before. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 perspectives. So we're flipping back and forth between seven different people. One person has a lot fewer chapters. He's not he is an important character, but his perspective doesn't happen as much as the others do. But we're jumping around a lot. So that means that the plot line as a whole progresses slower as you deal with everyone else's daily problems. So that's why it's going to end up being a little bit long because of that. Anyways, stay tuned for next week. I will have a video up. It'll probably talk about week 1 of July. Yeah, I'll probably try to get that up by Monday. Yes, for sure. All right, I will see you guys next time.